Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to week two of our 2025 Halloween special with here. I'm your host, Kevin Dagger, and next to me we have the man. You want to know he's on radio, he's on TV, he's got his podcast, he's everywhere. George, what's going on, bro?
Hey, thank you very much for having me here again. Big hello to everybody that's watching right now and anybody that's going to watch in the future. We're ready to have some fun because I'm sure that we're going to love this episode.
That's right. All right. Thanks a lot, bro. And under us, the man with the axe, El Moncho. What Moncho was going on?
Ah, man. So excited to be here tonight. There's a lot of things going on. And the kills. Come on.
The kills. Yes. All right. So this week we're going to talk about our top movie kills. Now, when I started this list, I tried to, 40 plus years of watching movies. I'm like, okay, which ones can I put? Which ones stick out the most? Which ones that I enjoy? Just because of when it happened, I was like, what's going on? So it's these movies that kind of like stick with you, even if the movie's not particularly good.
Yeah,
there's always that one scene that you go, oh, that was cool. I'm gonna remember that scene from the whole movie. So,
and I gotta say, because this was a really hard list to make because there's so many kills, and just to narrow it to 5, it was kind of like I don't know how to do that. But then I realized that the one thing that I was gonna use to choose the 5, it was gonna be 5 kills that actually stopped me in my tracks. Like I'm watching the movie and this kills like holy shit, and it stuck with me the rest of my life. Yeah. Now there's a lot of kills that did that, but that really helped me narrow it down to 5. And again, this is one of those lists that any kill can be the number 1. It was just a matter of trying to find the whole thing. But man, I had a lot of fun with this one.
Well, with my list, from 5 to 2, you can put them anywhere. My number 1 scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and it still holds up. So we're gonna see what it is. Moncho, was this list hard for you to make, or was it easy?
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with you guys. For me, it's the scenes that stand up. Like whenever we're watching a movie, it's like, what the fuck is going on? What just happened? Those kind of movies, and also the ones that are a little bit older, are the scenes that really stuck in my brain. Like, whoa, that was a fucking creepy kill on a movie. So yes, as George says, for me it's the ones that most stand out. Not the from 1 to 5, you can definitely choose, and anyone can be number 1, but those are the ones that really stuck with me for the rest of my entire life. So let's get it on, man.
All right, so George, we're gonna start with you. What was your number 5 top kill?
Oh man, like I said at the beginning, like this really stopped me in my track. I remember watching this one on the movies. Like I really didn't expect this. It came out of nowhere, and like it was really, really well worked into the movie. And I'm talking about that weird laser thing in Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil. You can say whatever you want about this movie, or you can say whatever you want about this franchise. But this moment, it really stuck with me. I remember watching this in the movies, like, what the fuck? When with the whole laser, it just go, I don't know how you say that, cuadriculado, like, the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true, guy.
Yeah, it was like a laser net. It just expanded.
Like the laser becomes a net, and holy shit! Like I remember watching that, and I gasped. Like I remember that. I didn't see that coming, and they work it really, really well. I mean, you watch that movie, like you watch that scene, and you remember like he just could have jumped. If he only had jumped a little bit back, like he would have survived. But fuck that, man. I mean, that was really scary. And because it's scary in the sense that it's like honestly, because when you watch a scary movie, like I have to admit that sometimes you think like, oh, I will do this or I will do that. Like, fuck that, Jason. Come on, motherfucker. I'm gonna pick you up. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, bro. Fuck you up, bro. But how you fight against laser, man? It's in a bit, it's like you're fucked. There's nothing you can do.
Nah.
I remember
Yeah.
watching that. I'm like, oh look, he's gonna be holy shit. He's
Yeah.
gone. So number 5, Resident Evil, the laser scene kill. All right, I'm gonna give you my number 5. My number 5 was a scene that when I saw it for the first time, um, it was funny. It was funny, but it was so cool. My number 5 top movie kill is Friday the 13th, The New Blood. Jason kills somebody in a sleeping bag.
Yeah. Man, that's such a fucking classic, bro.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is- yeah, it was funny. You know, it was
Right.
scary. I think Jason has always been underrated. You know, he's just brutal with his kills. And when he just
I agree.
grabbed her and he just whacked her against the tree like if she was nothing, like if she was a bag of trash, I was like, oh my God. So, and that's gonna be my number 5. And if I'm gonna start with that one, imagine the rest of the list, because that one is number 1 for a lot of people. I'm like, no, that's not gonna be my number 1. That's gonna be my number 5. And I messed up. Because when I was doing my my 60-day Halloween movie countdown, I thought this one was in number 6. Jason Lives. No, it's in number 7. You know, New Blood. So I thought if for those of you that caught it, my bad. I'm only human. After number 6, they all kind of like meshed together anyway. So, but it was at number 7. So there, I retract. I made a mistake during the reels. So my number 5 is Jason kills camper in a sleeping bag. All right. So Moncho,
There you go.
your number 5, the hardest one for me to find pictures of because of how bad it is.
I know. But for me, that one kill is that the one got me like, this little fucker. This guy's gonna, what the fuck? His Final Destination, the last one. And then you go, the piano drop. Yes, it's so fucking satisfying, man. Because as far as you see him running and smiling, this little dude was smiling like. And I remember I was watching this movie at the theater, and I was like, this little fucker, he's gonna just what the fuck, oh man. So yeah, that's why I chose number 5, Final Destination, the piano drop.
I gotta say, man, we could make a video with the top 5 Final Destination.
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some franchise that you
Just
do
Final
like,
Destination
by itself. And that movie, and even better, that movie like Bloodlines, like man, that can be a top 5 itself. Like it has
for
really
sure.
really gruesome and hardcore kills.
Yep.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep. And they should just stop it at that one. They shouldn't make any more. Like that's it. Don't make any more after that one. Just leave it at that. Don't reboot it. Don't mess it up. Just leave it like that. Don't mess around. All right. So that was number 5. We're gonna get to the top 4. Guys, if you want to let us know what your top 5 movie kills are, leave them in the comments. Leave a like. Hype up the video with that new hype button that YouTube just put on the algorithm. Thanks for being out here. Thanks for enjoying the show. Let's go with our top number 4. George, what is your number 4?
I mean, I have to go to one of the classic. Like this is the kind of movie. I think there's something that we all share, and especially our generation, is that we watch this kind of movie way too early. Like we shouldn't be watching this kind of movie at our age. Yeah. And I remember being watch this movie at home. Like my mom, rest her soul, like she loved horror movie. Like she loved horror, and I mean like any kind of horror movie. I like it could be the shittiest horror movie.
Yep.
And she'll watch it happily.
Those are the best ones. The shitty ones are the best ones.
But this is not a shitty movie. In fact, this is one of the best horror movies ever. And I'm talking about the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and the scene that I remember again. This stopped me on my trap. I mean, this was so fucking impressive. Like it marked me for the rest of my life. I was a kid. I shouldn't have been watching this movie at that age. But holy shit, when Johnny Depp sleeping on his bed and then Freddy
yes,
and sucking in the bed, and this effect, I gotta say, man, when I was a kid watching this, it scared the crap out of me. Like, holy shit! Like something come out of bed. I don't know how I didn't have nightmares about this shit, but I remember it really, really, really shocked me. But now as an adult, like I admire the way they did the scene. Like they firm it, that they firm the how do you say? ¿Cómo se dice? Filmarlo,
They shot it the way they filmed
shot
it.
it. They shot it with a room that wasn't reversed, so you actually watching the way they did it was brilliant, man. And I gotta say that was amazing. It was scary. It was impressive. Like you don't see that. I mean, today.
Not even now, right? Not even now. You can see that kind of
and the thing
effects.
is that it was done with practical effects, and it's so admirable. But the way that is so fucking over the top, because the problem with over the top today is they're all computerized, they're all CGI, and it doesn't impress you, man. But when you see this kind of show back then, and there was no computer effect, like there was effect just done, by hard works and tricks. It really impressed you, and I don't think they ever gonna do something like that ever again.
No, exactly. And that was a one-shot take. They only had one time to do that shot because you're gonna pour all that blood, you're gonna mess everything up. So they only got one. It was a one-shot, scene, and they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. So yeah, Johnny Depp's death in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, no contest. That's an easy one. All right, so. My number 4 was one that again it scared the shit out of me, and it's the same franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street, and it was because the way Freddy killed this character, I felt it, and it is the attic puppet scene in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors.
I forgot about that one.
That one scared the shit out of me, and it hurt. Like I'm seeing it, it's like
it's hurting right now.
Like every time I got a paper cut when I was a kid, I thought of this, like the veins coming out, and then at the end when he's playing him as a puppet and he just cuts the strings and he falls down. But it was so good. I mean, again, it's I say this a lot in the 60-day Halloween movie countdown. What sells these movies are the practical effects. If it's CG, it really doesn't work, except for the piano scene with the kid, right? That one it did work because it was shocking.
I mean, and it's not that it doesn't work on horror. It's just that the horror movies work better when you feel like you're watching shit.
The real thing, yeah, the real thing, yeah.
I mean, CGI kind of ruins it most of the time, especially ghosts and that shit.
Yeah,
but I don't want to say that it never works. There's really nice work out there, but nothing beats this kind of scene.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the CG, it's like you kind of know it's fake. These things are like, holy shit, I can actually see that happening. Like if someone were to play, grab you by the veins like this, it's gonna freak you out, but that's what I like about practical effects. You have to be very creative, especially back then when they didn't have like a big budget, and it just, for me, it works. And like you said at the beginning, we had no business watching these movies when we were kids. We should not have been watching these movies.
Right.
PG-13 today is not PG-13 PG-13 in 1985. I'm sorry, it's not the same. But my number 4 is A Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors, the puppet scene, the veiny puppet. Uy, Moncho, what's your number 4?
My number 4, from a slasher to another slasher, is Scream 1. The scene with the garage door. And I think it's
shit.
At one point it was unexpected,
Yep.
But yeah. That scene caught my eye, like, oh man.
I'm pretty sure. I think that I watched this movie at the theater, and holy shit, I remember the whole audience gasping with this scene. Like,
yeah, it was just like that. And hey, come on, guys, it is a great scene, a great way to die also for this young lad. He got it well. It was well done. and also you can see the props. But hey, the thing is that it's possible that you can make this with what you got on hand. You don't need a computer. You don't need anything. So yeah, that's why. And also because again, it was a surprise for me. Like no one expected that one. It was like right
Yep.
right there, right in the moment. So that's why it's my number 4. Screen One, The Garage Door, Psycho
All right.
Killer.
All right, for all of you that are here, thank you for the support. Give us a like so that this whole algorithm thing can just keep expanding. All right, we're gonna go to our top 3. Now we're getting good. George, what is your number 3?
Where I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite right now because this number 3 is definitely done by computer, but it was really well made. And I mean, how can you not have this movie in a list that you want to talk about traumatizing people? And I was already an adult when I watched that movie, and holy shit! But this is really mark an era. And I'm talking about Final Destination, like the second one with the classic whole the woodlocks that are going around. But this specifically, man, because that whole scene is really the whole sequence. But this first kill, holy shit! Like it took me out of. I remember watching this movie, and it's like, what the fuck? Like the log just went through the guy. I mean, and it was so well shot. Yes, it's computer, but I think it was computer.
That's the point.
I know that was practical effect, but man, it was so well done because it comes out of nowhere, and it's so well, like it really, really, really shocked you. And you know, that was really damn. That was holy shit.
But you know what? You know the best thing about the Final Destination movies, you have the most fun watching them when you're at the theater, when you hear everybody reacting.
Agree.
I remember that movie. I saw it at the at college in La Intel when they started showing movies, and that was one of the movies they shot. And when they came to that scene, everybody was freaking out, and that's when you have fun. If you watch it at home, you get freaked out and you get disgusted. When you watch it with a lot of people, that's when you have fun. You know, it's like when you go see Endgame. When you went to go see Endgame in the movies, when that final battle where everybody's there and Captain America goes, Avengers Assemble, everybody went crazy and everybody's nipples got hard when he did that. Everybody loved it.
On your left.
Yep.
On your left. Oh,
on your left. Yeah, no, but yeah, the Final Destination movies are good to watch when you're with an audience. So that's the best experience. All right. My number 3. Okay, my number 3 took me by surprise. All right. And this scene opened the movie. I'm talking about the opening scene from Ghost Ship. I don't know if you guys watched it. Boom. That one cable malfunction and it just slices everybody in half.
La cara. Look at the face of the guy.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, holy shit. You know, so and the movie started, and I think this was the best part of the movie, but it was the opening scene, the whole thing, and it wasn't one kill. It was like 30 or 40 people that got killed because the cable broke or there was a malfunction at the cable. But that scene, and again, it's not a particularly good movie. It's an okay movie. But that scene, I was like, holy shit. I was not expecting it. I thought it was going to be like one kill, but no, it sliced everybody in half. You know, parecía un sancocho. It was just like, it just sliced everybody in half. It was cool. I loved it.
And you don't see it coming. Like that's the best part. That's the best thing about it. I mean, those other the best kind of kill. Just come out of nowhere.
Yep, just out of nowhere. Just because. And then it ends with this, you know, just little pieces of meat. Cable. No, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. So Ghost Ship, opening scene of Ghost Ship is my number 3 movie kills of all time. Mine. If you have your own list, put it in the comments. Let us know, because obviously we haven't seen all the movies, but from what I've seen, these are the scenes that stuck with me. Moncho, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is always decapitations in movies is remarkable because it's either you do it well, and like George mentioned, it's shot well and it's a shitty shot. But this one was done pretty accurate and pretty cool. It's from the movie Hereditary, and it's the scene
Oh,
Yep.
where, yeah, that one. I don't know if she was asphyxiating. She was like, and she pulled out her head out of the car, and something came out of the sudden in the road that you have to pull to the right, and there you go, off with the head.
Off with the head. Yep.
damn.
That's,
And that
that's
But-
again,
exactly.
that's the kind of the best thing about this, that you don't see it coming. Like you
No,
don't know
totally
you
unexpected.
watch the movie, which
Yeah.
is what happened with me. Like I remember I didn't watch the movie at the theater. I watched it at home, and
Yep,
I'm
me
just
too.
watching the movie, and that scene comes out. It was like, what the fuck just happened? I mean,
Yep. Why?
Uh-huh.
Why? Why?
Why?
What?
Why?
What was that?
That's a
Like,
perfect question. Why?
yeah,
Why?
Yeah,
did this actually happen? It did.
but it was done pretty good, and it was
Well
shot
done really well.
perfectly. Pretty
Yep.
good. That's
Yep,
my
I
number
couldn't-
3.
I couldn't find the actual picture of the head flying off, but yeah, that was
Man.
badass. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. We're gonna go to our top 2. Mm.
Oh man,
George, what's your top 2?
Okay, talking about movies that came out of nowhere and kills that came out of nowhere, this entire movie is just fit that. The movie came out of nowhere. Most of the kills came out of nowhere. The whole plot, like you think you're watching something and it just becomes something else, and then it became something else. Like this is one of the movie that if you haven't seen it, you haven't heard about it, I'm gonna recommend it to you. And I'm sorry, but I gotta spoil my favorite moment of that movie. Like the one moment that it really, again, it stopped me on my tracks. And I remember watching this one. I remember watching on the theater, and I remember the entire that you could feel everybody sucking oxygen. Like, oh, that happened. And I'm talking about Your Next, which is a 2013 movie, and it's a movie again that came out of nowhere. Like it wasn't. It doesn't have anybody famous. Like the directors back then, it still is not really a household name. So it's this movie that comes out of nowhere, and you're watching the movie, and then the plot starts, and you go, "Whoa, what happening?" And then the twist happens, and then, "Whoa, what happening?" And there's a lot of kills that comes out of nowhere. But this one is that you can put the picture again. Now, by this time, the whole house invasion has started, and already some people have died, and they're trapped in the house. And this girl says, "I'm gonna run to the car. What I'm gonna do is gonna just run out of the house and just go straight for the car." Right?
bad
It's a
idea.
good idea.
Bad idea.
It's a good idea in paper, except that she didn't know that they put a booby trap. And the booby trap is ¿cómo se dice? Cordel, like a fishing line.
It's fishing. Yeah, it was a metal. It was a metal wire. Metal wire.
Metal string.
It's a metal wire, right? It's a metal wire, and it just hit her on the throat. So she basically ran to her own death, and it's so well filmed because you're thinking that she's doing this heroic thing, like you're thinking you're watching the heroic moment of the movie. Fuck that, she's dying. It just come out of nowhere, man. It's like I remember that. It really, really shocked me. Like I love this movie. It's amazing. I think the movie's in Peacock, so you haven't heard about it, you haven't watched it before, I highly recommend you go and watch it. I think it's gonna let Peacock in a couple of weeks, so go ahead and watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie, so it's gonna be out. Remember, like last year, we kept recommending movies, and we all started watching each other's movies. I'm gonna put that one on the list because I looked it up. I was like, what's going on?" So it was
Your
good.
Next. The movie's name is Your Next, and man, honestly, like go watch it. You're gonna love it. It's in Peacock right now, and just watch it any way you can.
Okay, so my number 2, again, it was a death that, even though it is a horror movie, and it's a horror movie that a lot of people didn't like, I think, again, I'm in the minority. I did like it just because of the visuals and the way it was and the mood that it had. This death is from Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill, and it is Pyramid Head killing this woman where
Oh,
and
yes.
he rips her skin off of her body.
Yes.
Holy shit.
He grabs her like that, and it looks
Yes.
like it's like, but it's he rips off her clothes. He grabs her here. He goes like this, and the skin looks like a shirt, and you just see him go. And I was like, ah, damn. So it's a death that you feel. You feel
Right.
that shit. You
Right.
feel that shit. And I was like, oh my God. And it's one of those things that, again, it stands out. And I actually do like the movie. Then again, I didn't play the game a lot. So I wasn't that. So a lot of people, they don't like movies. Oh, if they change it, it's not like the game. I didn't mind the movie. I thought it was pretty good. The second one was garbage. But the first one was pretty good. I did like that first Silent Hill. So that's going to be my number 2, Pyramid Head ripping off the skin of his victim. That's my number 2. Monjo, what is your number 2?
Well, my number 2, you already mentioned it, and it was something that it got stuck in my head. For a while, again, we were at one age that we weren't supposed to be watching Freddy, even though it was a pop culture.
Phenomena, yeah.
Yeah, it was oh, did you see Freddy? I was like, no, you should see that one. Yeah, it's Dream Warriors, Freddy's 3, the marionette kill. And for me, it was hard because at one point they tried to this guy gets Philip, wake up, Philip, and they cannot do anything about it. He walked straight to the window down to his death. So and the other thing is that you get whenever you feel something in your arm.
Yep.
That's a kill that you can feel, like you mentioned, and the string coming out, and I think like that's blood, nerves, everything.
Yep.
It got you. You cannot move. It got you. So yeah, that's my number 2. We already mentioned it, but yes, that definitely got stuck with me for my whole life.
Yep.
And Freddy is pretty cool. I love fucking Freddy.
I think Dream Warriors was that last movie that they made where he wasn't as funny before he started being more funny with his kills. I think Dream Warriors was the last one where he was still kind of very scary. The rest he got goofy with the kills. This one was like,
I gotta say, man, that Dream
Agree.
Warriors is like, okay, you have the first one. The first one is top, is the best in any in any category. But after that, to me, Dream Warriors is the best movie in the whole franchise after the first one. Like, and the other movies, they're really nice. They're okay, especially the first ones. The middle ones. But Dream Warrior, man, I love that movie. I love watching that movie.
New Nightmares. I don't count. I always find that as something else. I don't count New Nightmare as the franchise. Yeah, I got a question for you guys before we do the honorable mentions. Are we that messed up that we love horror movies? Like, what is it about horror movies that is very attractive or appealing, even though we grew up on them? Like, is it? Why is it so popular, a horror movie, when it should be the opposite? It should be scaring people away. Why do you think horror movies are so, they connect with certain people, even though they're not killers or anything? Why do you think horror movies connect so well with people? George, I'll start with you.
Man, I think it's the same reason that we go on the roller coasters. Is the whole adrenaline and the shot, and we want to be scared because we're safe. We want to be scared in a safe environment. Like you go to the theater or you watch it at your home, at your house. You can watch the movie and you're gonna get scared out of the. You get scared, but you're safe. Like it's on the screen. So I think it's that shot of adrenaline that we just enjoy that, and in a way, it calls to the whole fantasy stuff that I think it's just. Honestly, and I don't want to get in too deep, but I think it's some kind of evolutionary trait that we just get from our antepasados, like a forebears, whatever. How do you say it?
Our ancestors.
Ancestors, humans used to sit around the fire and tell stories, and I think that's something that just comes from us. I don't know. I don't want to get too into that, but yeah, I think it's that. love. And I don't think we are messed up. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think it's any more messed up than watching an action movie. Like if you go watch John Wick and kill him, have the whole fucking movie for an hour. I don't think it makes you any messed up than that. I just think it's something fun that to do. You leave out a fantasy, you watch the fantasy, and you just leave it there.
All right, Moncho, why do you connect so well with horror movies?
I think it's a great question, and we can debate actually for a whole podcast about it, because the funny thing is that most of the people that go to the theaters to see horror movies, they get really scared at home. They start lighting up the house, even though they're going to the kitchen and back. So, and you ask them, hey, if you get so scared, why you go to the movies to see the horror movies? I don't know. I just like it. So we probably can be hours and hours talking about it. But for me, it's fascinating just because of that. You're going to be scared, not only in the theater, back home too. So for me, it's something that worth talking for a while about it. Actually, when I was a kid, I was really, really spooked and scared by the first movie that I watched. And it was a movie of a baby. It was called It's Alive.
Oh, yeah.
Baby. But that baby was creepy to me because my old house, it was a Jardines house. The house has this long hall all the way in the end. And if you start in the front of the house, you can see the whole all the way. And if when it was dark, I can see that fucking baby walking. I was like 5 or 6, something like that. So yeah, it's fascinating, but yes, it's something worth talking for a while. Maybe we can do a podcast later on.
Yeah,
talking a whole hour about it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just think they're fun. I mean, for me, it's memories I have as a kid that I would watch these movies with my mom. My mom loved horror movies, even if it would scare her. She would freak out with the old Frankenstein and the Wolfman and the Creature and Dracula and all that. Yes. But I, as a grown up, all of those movies, I've always loved to see how they made them, because it's not real. So I really did enjoy the art. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, that's not art." Yeah, it is art. If it can trick you for a second, you go, "Damn, how did they do that?" They got you the whole art. But also horror movies, it should be a clear message between, the message to be, good versus evil. The monster always has to lose. The monster should never win. That doesn't always happen, because in real life, sometimes the monster does win. Sometimes the good guys lose. But it's usually a very simple message, and they're just fun. They're just fun, and it's just, we have great memories of our childhood thanks to Freddie and Jason and all of this. But I just enjoy it, guys. Let us know in the comments why you guys enjoy horror movies. What is it attractive? What do you like? Why are you drawn into it? Let us know in the comments. All right, we're gonna go into our number 1 movie death of all time based on our experiences. George, what is your number 1 movie death, movie kill?
Well, I gotta go back to the beginning, man. Again, Freddy. I mean, oh man, how fun he made it look. And again, this is the movie that the scene that really stopped me on my track. And there's a lot of nice kills in the movie, in the whole franchise. But this one, I think, is way too classic to just leave it out. And I'm talking about Welcome to Prime Time, bitch. That was fucked up, man. And I remember this really shocked me, because I always watch a lot of TV. Like, I was that kid. I was her in the terms that I was always watching movies on TV. And my parents, my mom, got angry. Get outside, play outside or something, Stop watching so much TV.
Right.
And then, because she wanted to be an actress, she wanted to be on TV, on movies and all that shit. And then just Freddy comes, and the whole thing that it brings. And it always cracks me up in that movie that they rule her death suicide.
A suicide.
What the fuck did you do that? That was so stupid.
Hey, there's a couple of suicides in the news lately that you go, really?
Yeah.
Really?
But I think I have to put this on the number 1. Again, it stopped me on my track, scared the shit out of me. touched me at a personal level, and the whole "Welcome to Prime Time" bitch is way too classic to just leave out.
All right, so there we go. Welcome to prime time, bitch. All right, so my number one comes from a movie that scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. It's one of the classic zombie movies that exists.
Ooh.
And it freaked me the fuck out.
I'm liking
And this is the death from Dawn of the Dead. When he tells him, choke on it. Choke on it. When the zombies when they start ripping him apart, when they just start tearing him and he's alive and he's yelling at them. And then when they start eating his intestines, he just says, choke on it. He's talking shit while the zombies are eating him. Choke on it. Choke on it. And I'm like, what? But this scene was, oh my God, it was messed up. And the thing is, when I saw the behind the scenes, they said that the blood and guts and the intestines from the animals that they used for that scene, the guy who got him put it in a bucket and he forgot to put it in the refrigerator, so it stayed overnight. So when they were actually doing it, they were bad, and so when you see him, like him not being able to talk, he said, I couldn't talk because of the smell. So he's really not acting. He's trying not to throw up, as they're doing the scene because it was so bad. But yeah, my number one movie kill. Yeah, my number one movie kill is from Dawn of the Dead when they rip apart the soldier and he just starts yelling at him, choke on it, choke on it. Damn, that was amazing. I still love it. I rewatched it when I was looking at the list, because you can go to YouTube and all the scenes are there. So it's just amazing. Nice. But you want to know something, Moncho? The scene of the kid with the piano, it's not on YouTube. They edit that part out. Everybody else's death is there, but when it falls on the kid, they erased it. They took it out. It's too much. That's too much. That's too much.
I think that will happen. Yeah. Hey, or they want you to see it in the movies.
Yeah, I know it's something else. Moncho, what's your number one?
Man, my number one. I always love the Evil Dead movies, and this one, I did enjoy it. For most of a lot of people don't like the new movie, The Evil Dead, but Evil Dead Rise is a scene, the movie that is number one, the wood chipper kill scene at the end, and it's
shit, dude.
Yep.
I love because it was well done. Also because they did like a bit of a honorary drill with the chainsaw for the original character.
It was a throwback, yeah.
And it was good, but also at this point, and sorry for the spoilers, she had attached all of these creatures at once, so it was a multiple head creature, and everything went into the wood chipper. It was, and you can see the blood coming out. It is a good one. Also a good like I said, for the original character, Bruce Campbell, a good honorary mention with the chainsaw and everything. It was nice. And if this movie, I
really love that movie, like Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I liked it. I don't see what was wrong with it. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good, and it was well done. And actually, it got to a point when you don't know what's gonna happen. So, and it got you out of a surprise. You didn't know. The machine at one point is turned off, then it's turned on again. So yeah, it was well done. For me, that was a kill that I say, oh no, man. Oh no. But I have a couple of honorary mentions of movies that.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Yes, I forgot about the one. My bad.
So I got one movie that it was mentioned throughout last year that we mentioned here, and is really significant to me. When Evil Lurks,
Yep.
I think it is a movie well done, well. Ah man, what's the word that I'm looking for? When you think in horror, you cannot only think in demons and fire and kills. You have to think it's a much wider view. And that movie, if you haven't seen When Evil Lurks, go ahead and look for it. It's a fucking great movie for Halloween. And it was a recommendation from George,
Yep.
I think. And when I saw that, I was like, man, the kills there. Oh, it was. I can say
they're brutal. They're brutal.
My
They're
top
brutal.
five, they are brutal. My top five is this kill from Evil Lurks.
Yeah.
These are from Evil Lurks. So if you haven't seen that movie, go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, it's
The
good.
other mention and kill that I enjoyed, even though it's not an horror movie, it was from Deadpool. It was the scene. I think it was the Invisible Man.
Oh,
he
yeah,
got
that-
smashed. Bah! Oh man.
It was Brad Pitt. It was Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Yeah, the couple of seconds with the face of Brad Pitt and the huge screen. Basically, he was smashed through a screen and he didn't make it. Like Deadpool say, oh, he didn't make it. So that's the two I have right now for mentioning. But definitely go ahead and watch and look for When Evil Lurks. It's a good movie.
George, you have honorable mentions, right?
That movie's amazing. It's an Argentinian movie. And I forgot to say my two special mentions. Can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, my two special. Well, one of the first you already said it, which is the one that Jason kills the sleeping bag, the girl in the sleeping bag. Now, one way that's a really nice thing, but one of the reasons that I decided at the end to just put it as a special mention is because of this thing that you said that it actually made me laugh. Like it was a scary scene, but I actually laughed, and I remember being like, "Handa pa'l carajo." But yeah, and a special mention. And the other special mention again, this is a kill that it's not in a horror movie, just like Moncho did, but it scared the shit out of me, and it's such a well done scene. Like the whole scene is so well done, and it's such a brutal. It's like fucking brutal kill, which is the scene on RoboCop when the ED-209 walks into the whole executive office, and they're testing the ED-209.
Yeah.
And I was watching the scene again when I was putting the list together. Again, this is a special mention because it's not a real horror movie. But I was watching the scene again, and I was shocked. Again, I was way too young to be watching this movie because that death is brutal. like that motherfucker got turned into paste. You know, it just he got shredded the fuck up.
Even when they kill RoboCop, they shoot his hand up. They shoot him up. He's still alive. They shoot him in the head.
Yeah. We should
great movie. And then what did they do? They sold the toys for the kids, and then we grew up buying the toys.
And they made like three kids show for kid, like 3 animated show. But yeah, that kill is damn, like it really stopped me on my track when I was a kid. And this is the beginning of the movie. Like the movie is starting. Like there's a lot of other kills in that movie. But anyway, those are my two special mentions.
Yeah, man. But this was a fun list. We had a blast, remembering things. Now that obviously, guys, whenever we recommend a movie and you haven't watched it, write it down and go watch it, especially as Evil Lurks, Donde Acecha el Mal. That is a great movie. Hereditary is a great movie. And every movie that we mentioned here, if you haven't watched it, go out and watch it. Let us know what you thought in the comments, because that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about movies and just talk about all the good times and the good memories that we had as a kid as we were watching them. So, guys, thanks a lot. George, where can we find you on the social medias?
Yeah, you can watch me on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that. El George Rivera Rubio. I do different things on different media, but be mainly making some interviews on YouTube that you can watch there. And also on Instagram, I just post funny shit and movie shit and all that stuff. Oh,
All
and
right.
my podcast is Legalmente Nerd Podcast. It's a podcast in Spanish, and we talk about popular culture.
All right, Moncho, where can we find you?
You can find me in Instagram as Las Quijote and Facebook and Instagram Las Musical Calaveras.
All right, you can find me on all the social media as Kevin Dagger PR. Don't worry, and don't forget, if you guys like watching wrestling, I also have my wrestling channel. That one is in Spanish. So tomorrow I'm going to have my live watch along from Monday Night Raw, and then on Wednesday I'm going to have my review for AEW Dynamite 6th anniversary. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, and tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be re-uploading an interview that I had with Big Sky Medium, where we talk about the afterlife, and his experiences with speaking to the dead, and any paranormal experience that he had, and any paranormal experience that I might have had. So check it out tomorrow. It's going to be uploaded at around 10 o'clock in the morning. So be on the lookout for that. So for Moncho, for George, and myself, Kevin Dagger, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait. Hold on.
What's going on?
What will be our next week task?
Next week, we're going to be talking about our top 5 horror movie moments from movies that are not horror movies, just horror moments from movies that have nothing to do with horror.
Yeah.
So watch out for that, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace out.